this is Ascended Being. And dare I say knowledge isn't power? Application is power? The knowledge that you apply is where the power resides. Because nowadays I feel like a lot of people just have a lot of knowledge for no reason. Like, you have the knowledge, but yet you don't have the physical application. You're not actually applying what you know. They be like, yo, it's raining outside. I think it's knowledgeable to have some rain boots. But then they go outside barefooted. It's like, oh, I hear that, you know, McDonald's and other food lines in the fast food industry is very, very sickening to the body. They do a lot of negative things. They have everything from chemicals to even body parts. I probably shouldn't deal with it. Can I get a number one? What you want? Fries? Can I get a large fries and Pepsi? I mean, Dr. Pepper. Yo, make up your mind. All right, let me get a Coke. Extra ice. For 400 years, y'all been seeing the same situation go on with our people. And when I say my people, I mean, you know, black, melanated, keratinocytes moving through your veins and all that. The actual genetic blueprint, black print that resides world round. You feel me? Nappy hair, broad nose, big lips, taking oxygen at a deeper rate. You know, second cousin of chlorophyll and melanin. You know, well, those are the people I'm talking about. You know, bloodline, legacies, build pyramids and shit. Yeah, those people. You know, 400 years, we've been seeing the same situation go on, you know, with people outside of our genetic black print, blueprint, you feel me? Completely just annihilate us, you know. They show us in school, hey, you whooped your ass. Yeah, Martin Luther, Malcolm X. Oh, we fucked them up too. That's what they said to you all throughout school. Nat Turner, he turned over, actually. They show you time and time again how they kick your ass. And you know what the funny thing is about it? All the way up into 2014, you still getting your ass kicked. But then you say, you know what? I'm mad. I'm mad at the system. Fuck Whitey. Fuck the system. Black power. And then you march, and then you throw up your fast-paced Facebook messaging and Facebook status, put some cute stars, probably put an unk in the back, some IRAs and all that, and a roof and all that. Now you spiffy, now you fly. I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying, this is what is reoccurringly going on. But yet, let's talk about the application. So the knowledge in that analogy is, we continue to get our ass kicked economically, which is finances, which is cultural set, which is structure. Imprint that we have world round on a worldwide economical exchange of wealth. We're getting our ass kicked there. We don't have our own communities, as in schools, hospitals, you know, those kind of things. We have none of those stuff, right? But we have all this knowledge, we spit all this knowledge, we talk, you know, what's the qualifications to be conscious nowadays? You have to have a deep ass dialect. You know, your lexicon gotta be real swivel, real smooth, real quick. You gotta say things like my anatomy and physiology. See, you gotta get tongue tied. If you don't get tongue tied within your dialect, then you're not conscious. See, conscious is really like, yo, peace, love, and light. You already know my frequency is high pulsation through the vibrating frequency of light, cold energy, because the electromagnetic spectrum is touching through my cornea, third eye, and I'm flipping like, what? No, brother, how about you go ahead and throw that steak out, throw out that chicken and that fish, and start eating some salad. How about that? That's what you should do. How about you take off them sunglasses and actually get the light codon energies going through your cornea, going through your retina, hit your hippocampus, and because the third eye ain't the star of the show. Third eye ain't the star of the show. You see, if you really want to apply that what you know, you understand the flow and the soliloquy of your words and the way you hit a certain vibration with your tonation. That's not all there is to being conscious, to being fully aware. Real is real. At the end of the day, don't matter how much knowledge you have, real is applied through the physical tangibility of being able to see and perceive an idea. If your idea stays an idea, stays in your mind, stays in the astronomical reflection of light, and never spirals down into existence, it's null and void, my nigga. He's not supposed to say nigga, he's supposed to say naga or nagini or king. Yo, that ass, you really need to start moving forward. Because people ain't moving forward. You ain't really about that life. You see? I'll switch my dynamics where I respect somebody who maybe eating the improper foods, may not have the most analytically correct, specified rendition of how they could decipher their worlds. They may not have the unks and the crystal. They may not have the red, black, and green on every 2 seconds. They may not have their fists up in their hair every 2 seconds. But you know what? They know it's real. I was building with a little 9-year-old kid the other day. 9 years old. Young little brother. You know what I'm saying? Bad as hell, too. He was all over the place, but the wisdom that he had instilled in that little mind. I was building with another person my age, you know, because age is attributed to knowledge, or is that what people think, or something like that, but whatever. He's a 9-year-old kid, you know, 20s, 19s, 18, you know, teenage to, you know, early 20s stuff. We're grown, somewhat, more than him, right? And I'm building, so I'm like, yeah, man, this is why I gotta eat, you know, more healthy, you know. My dietary consumption is based on my black genetics, because you see, understanding the equilibrium that needs to be matched between what's more conducive to you and that which is adverse to your body's assimilation of being able to truly be healthy. You feel me? If we eat more acidic foods rather than alkaline foods, now we're finding ourselves moving backwards as far as moving forward, which is true. But young kid was like, yo, well, chlorophyll has photosynthesis. All you really need is sunlight. I was like, oh shit, yeah, you right. I mean, that's what I was getting to, but you right. He said all that needed to be said without saying all that was said. Because he was just kept it at root. You know, sometimes it's like when you learn new things and you come into new awarenesses of life, and you feel like you're knowing it all, and you feel like you have to do a whole lot. Like, you don't have to do a whole lot to be effective. When you talk about making a revolutionary stand, the revolution won't be televised. Yeah, God, I'm glad the revolution ain't televised, because shit, they will see that we ain't doing nothing. Real talk. Niggas been saying the revolution won't be televised since, like, Huey P. Newton and them was really doing their thing. Like, come on, boy. What are y'all doing? What are you really doing? Literally, what are you doing? Are you eating right? Are you thinking right? Do you take off your sunglasses and take in the sunlight? Are you sunbathing for 4 hours every single day? Because vitamin D is a highly efficient enzyme that we are deficient in, especially in the northern hemisphere, based on the fact that we lack sunlight throughout certain precourses of the year. So the UVB radiation that we usually get from the core of the earth and those electromagnetic pulsations from the base of our feet, as well as the UVB radiation coming from the sun, the core is in two essence. You have a 3 trifecta of core resonance moving through your dynamic. The core in self, the core in the bottom of the earth, and the core of the sun. Everything is so crazy, baby. That's just me. That's my. You feel me? But truth be told, like, what are you really doing? What are you doing? Please let me know what you're doing. You saying a whole lot, but what are you doing? You still smoking weed? Or do you balance it out at least? Are you 90% everything all right, exact and correct? Application to what you know? And then the 10% you know, you balancing out, because conflict leads to resolve. Conflict and failure is the twin brother and sister of success and progression. There's a balance. But see, people get too stuck in one way of thinking. I say it's likened to coming out of one cage that was real small, and you stepped out of that battle. You said, yeah, you know, I'm aware now. I'm conscious. I'm no longer in my cage, my box way of thinking. But little do you know, you just stepped into a whole nother big box. Because now when something else is brought to you outside of the scale of what you don't understand, you're right back to that naivety. But you're just a little bit smarter. So now you have a bigger scapegoat and a bigger coping mechanism to make excuses for growing again. Think about it. Wake up. Ascendedbeing.